Hey everybody, we are one day away from the last day of the class, so I just wanted to give you a video update as promised to go over a couple things. I'll let you know what's going on. First and foremost, what you should know is the final exam will be posted in a few hours. I'm working on it right now as we speak. There are a couple of new concepts from the last couple chapters that we have not talked about yet. But there's going to be stuff that we're definitely on your bonus daily quiz. Well, it's not a daily quiz, but it's an opportunity to get bonus points on some of your lower grades that you might have had. If you missed any exams, this is a good chance to get some points back. And if you're ahead of the game, it's a good way to kind of bolster and cushion yourself as you head into the post-test and the final, which is going to be due tomorrow. So make sure that you do complete the bonus quiz. That is available right now on Blackboard and will be available until midnight tonight, so don't waste any time. You definitely want to take it, even if you think you're in good shape. Most notably, the last few questions are things that you should absolutely be looking at and taking note of. I'll leave it at that. So just a quick review for the course, some things that we covered. We had 6 objectives this month, and I hope you feel like I do that we hit them in the way that we should have as part of a hybrid course. And I want to thank all of you guys for working through this hybrid course with me. It's the first one that we've offered here as a campus for the sports medicine program. I think it went pretty well. I was really impressed with everybody's project yesterday. I have those sheets. I'm going to give you copies tomorrow so that you have feedback. So there are things in there that you know you can do better next time. Don't forget, in a couple months, most of you are going to be having the research methods class. And the research methods class is going to be very work intensive, especially when it comes to writing papers and doing presentations, making sure that you have all of your citations correct, making sure that you have all of your references correct. APA, I know you guys might not pay that much attention to them now, but you should. In every class that you have, you really should be doing that. There's a reason why I knocked a couple little points off here and there on those, but as you get to that class, it's going to become much more important. Our 6 objectives this month. First of all was understand the role of the fitness professional and be able to organize and administer an athletic health care program, including legal liabilities and insurance. That's stuff that we handled in the first week, as well as understanding the role of fitness training and injury prevention, as well as proper use and selection of protective sports equipment. Handling emergency situations, injury assessment and wound care, and understanding the needs of an injured athlete and potential dangers of adverse conditions. That was all stuff pretty much from the first half of the class, weeks 1 and 2. We watched some videos. We did a quick assignment on taping. Taping is definitely for athletic trainers. It's part of our world, but not something we typically do. It's not in our scope of practice. So to satisfy the course objective, we talked a little bit about it. We watched a few videos. Those are still available in the Blackboard discussion. But we're kind of going to leave it at that, just because unless you are going to athletic training school, which you will do each of those things hundreds of times before you get really good at them, that's really the extent of what we need for our profession here. And then last but not least, objective number 6, recognize the different sports injuries, including those to the foot, ankle, lower leg, knee, hip, pelvis region, shoulder, elbow, forearm, wrist and hand, spine, thorax, abdomen, head, face, eyes, ears, nose, and throat. Now, we didn't do any focused time on lecturing for any of those, but you should have been reading those along. You've had some daily quizzes to go with them. They are a review of things that we did back in the sports medicine and first aid class, so this is not new stuff. It's just a refresher on some of those injuries, and hopefully you know what fractures, sprains, strains, that kind of stuff. Concussions we spent some time on. Bloody nose, contusions, lacerations, some soft tissue injuries. These are all pretty common things. This should have been a refresher for you. Hopefully you've studied along with the PowerPoints and things I've given you. You should be in good shape going into the final exam. I don't have an exact number on the questions. I might play with some of what I have here. I do have a printed version of the final on this. There are 100 questions. I might go with all 100. I might not. But it is comprehensive, so it is going to cover all 6 objectives in all the chapters that we had. But these are all things that you have been exposed to before, So you really shouldn't worry. And it also, if you get a couple questions wrong, it minimizes the amount of points and the effect that it has. So stay tuned later this afternoon. That's when I will post the final exam. It'll be due tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The reason I'm doing that, as opposed to having it go until midnight tomorrow, just so you know, is tomorrow is our last day here, and I have to get my grades in before I leave in the afternoon because I don't have school here or work on Friday or Monday, and we do have to have your final grades entered before we leave, so that's why we have this deadline. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Complete your surveys. Remember, 1 is the worst, 5th is the best. I said I'd want to be number 5, not number 1 here. And we'll do the post-test, all that good stuff. So it's been a pleasure being back with you guys. It's been a few months since I've been with bachelor's classes, so that was good. And I'll see you guys, I think, in 2 months when we have another class together. So good luck in corrective exercise next month. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Thanks, everybody.